I still remember some 10 years back, we were organizing one science camp for 11 science students. It was like DST Inspire Camp, which was sponsored by the DST. And you must be knowing that Inspire Camp usually arrange for 11 those who are very aspirant student from 11 science. We organized a 5 days camp for them to motivate them, to encourage them towards fundamental research, right? So we organized that, and then we invited very senior research scholars from various, I mean, senior research scientists from various scientific organization, senior professors who are doing, who have excellence in their research, career. And then they were speaking about research, what they have done, what kind of pleasure they had while doing research. So during all those 4 or 5 days, everybody was talking about research only. And then on last day, we had interaction with student. One student come up with like one question. She said, sir, since last 3-4 days, I have been listening only research. Does it mean that nothing is left to invent? Does it mean that nothing is, मतलब अभी पिछले 3-4 दिन से हम वही सुन रहे कि सभी को रिसर्च करना है, इसका मतलब नया इन्वेंशन करने के लिए कुछ बचा ही नहीं क्या? This was her question. Let me tell you, my friend, I took a pause and I said, beta, I'm going to tell you answer maybe tomorrow, because I thought like I should not kill her enthusiasm, because truly speaking, it is very easy to define research. And then I have gone through many definitions of research. And I like this because if you go through the literature, you will find a number of definitions of research. This is the most wonderful definition I have came across. Research is to see what everybody else has seen and to think what nobody else has thought. Truly speaking, we are not going to, like, every time it's not going to be altogether new invention. Research doesn't mean that every time new invention. So it could be like, that's why it's said, okay, it is to see what everybody else has seen. जो बाकी लोगों ने देखा वही मैं देख रहा हूं, but my approach is going to be altogether different. I think what nobody else has thought. If you don't have that approach while doing research, it will be very difficult for us to inculcate the novelty. And whenever you are saying novelty, this need to be ensured. Like, although similar kind of work must have been carried out by somebody, some other group, but your approach should be altogether different. And that approach should lead to some improvement. That approach should lead to some, refinement in the processes, in the product. If you could have that, I'm sure you will be able to do useful research. Now, why the people do research? Now, let me tell you, my friend, we know that India's future is evolving into knowledge society. हमें पता है कि everywhere, like, now to truly speaking, every day there are earlier we used to have innovative research in state of high profile institutions only. But nowadays you must have listened that, you must have seen, you must have read in various newspaper, आपने पढ़ा होगा कि XYZ student, XYZ faculty member from this and these remote places come up with this and these innovative ideas. What does it mean? It means that everybody's trying, everybody's thinking of doing some out of box. Everybody's thinking of doing something new, because the reason is there are a number of issues are there because today, in the today's era, there are a number of issues. And let me tell you, my friend, nobody is going to be there to solve those issues for you, because whatever issues are there, you need to solve those issues on your own. If you are expecting somebody else to work for you, और आप चाहते हो कि कोई और आपके लिए काम करे, it's not going to happen. And therefore, foundation of any great civilization is going to be innovation. But what is innovation? क्योंकि पहले हमें पता था कि whenever we are thinking of out of box idea, यूजुअली अर्लियर हम उसको इनोवेशन मानते थे. जब भी कोई आउट ऑफ बॉक्स आइडिया हमें प्रपोज करता था, हम उसको इनोवेशन मानते थे. बट नाउअडेज इज नॉट ओनली आउट ऑफ बॉक्स आइडिया. It's not only about out of box idea, but solving some. If that idea is, if you are able to solve some problems, because pehle there it was a time that during those days, whenever somebody used to come with out of box idea, we used to call it as a innovation. उसके बाद में एक समय आया जब हम कहते थे कि ओके, ओनली आउट ऑफ बॉक्स आइडिया इज नॉट गोइंग टू सर्व द पर्पस. आप उस आइडिया से कोई प्रॉब्लम हल कर सकते हो क्या? उस आइडिया से आप सोसाइटल कुछ इश्यूज एड्रेस कर सकते हो क्या? इफ यू आर एबल टू एड्रेस दोज इश्यूज, देन we can call it as innovation. But now it's not only out of box idea, it's not only solving problem, it is all commercial viability of that idea as well. So you must be, it should be out of box, it must be able to solve the problem, and it should be commercial viable as well. Then only it could be referred as innovation. And therefore objective of any research should be to inculcate and enhance reading and observing capability. बिकॉज आप देखिए कि अगर इस रिसर्च जो रिसर्च आप कर रहे हो उससे अगर आपका लर्निंग मीन्स रीडिंग एंड ऑब्जर्विंग, इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू एनहांस दिस कैपेबिलिटी, इट मीन्स दैट यू आर नॉट डूइंग रियल रिसर्च. इट इज टू इनकलकेट एंड एनहांस अ थिंकिंग कैपेबिलिटीज. इफ आप देखिए दोज हु आर इन द मिडिल ऑफ देयर रिसर्च करियर, आप अपने आप को देखिए एंड देखिए कि अगर आप अपनी थिंकिंग कैपेबिलिटी को अगर आप एनहांस नहीं कर पाए, are we really doing research? It is to inculcate and enhance analytical capabilities. It means reading and observing capability, जो मैंने पहले बताया, thinking capabilities and analytical capabilities. If you are able to do this, then only you are on right track. जैसे मैंने बताया कि what I'm telling you what should be the attribute of good research scholars. You see, like, where do you stand? If you are on right track, I will be very happy person. If you are not, I would advise you to make the corrections and move ahead. Again, these are the characteristics of research. I'm not telling you what are the research characteristics. This is not the main purpose of this slide. My main purpose of showing this slide is you just see, like, where do you stand. You see, like, where do you stand. Empirical research is always empirical, means research is based on direct experience or observation by the research scholar. You need to ask this question to yourself, am I doing this? Because empirical means research is based on direct experience and observation. Am I taking this kind of direct experience? Am I taking this kind of, like, is my research, whatever processes I am following, is it empirical? Second is logical. Research is based on valid procedure and principles. Am I following valid procedure and principles? It is cyclical. Research is cyclical process because it starts with the problem and ends with the problem. आप अपने आप को पूछिए कि मेरा जो रिसर्च जो है, whether it started with the problem and whether it is going to end with the problem. Because if it ends with the solution, it means something is wrong. If it ends with the solution, because every solution has problem associated in it. आप जो भी कोई solution thought सोचेंगे ना, उसमें कुछ problems रहेगा. If you are not able to identify that, it means something is wrong with you. It should be analytical. Research utilizes proven analytical procedures in gathering data, whether historical, descriptive, experimental, and case studies. Am I following this? फिर से मैं बता रहा हूं कि कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ रिसर्च है, मैं बताने के लिए स्लाइड नहीं है मेरी. आप देखिए कि इफ यू आर डूइंग दिस, क्या मेरा रिसर्च एनालिटिकल है? Research should be critical. Research exhibit careful and precise judgment. Am I following this? If not, we need to make the correction. Research is methodological. Research is conducted in a methodical manner without bias, using systematic method and procedure. Because we need not be biased. Sometimes हम क्या करते हैं? बहुत बार, like, whenever we are not getting data, I mean the result as per our expectation, we always make the changes. We always, like, follow those biases. Don't bias. Are we really doing that? It is replicability. It is replicable. Whatever research I am proposing, whatever data I am proposing, whether it is replicable. If it is not, like, if it is only one shot experiment, whatever data you got, if it is only one shot experiment, that cannot be referred as research, truly speaking. And therefore, my friend, my ultimate purpose of showing this slide was to tell you whether whatever research processes you are adopting, whether those research processes having all these characteristics. If yes, should be happy. If not, you need to make some corrections. And then what are the I will stop within 5 minutes and then we can have the discussion in between. What makes people to undertake research? हम रिसर्च क्यों करना चाहते? आपने रिसर्च क्यों शुरू किया? आप you just ask this question. Desire to get research degree with its consequential benefits. क्या मुझे जो कैश की प्रमोशन है या उसके लिए मैं डिग्री कर रहा हूं? Desire to face challenges in solving the unsolved problem. Am I fall in this particular category? क्या जो challenges unsolved problem जो है उसको क्या मैं solve करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं? Desire to get intellectual joy of doing something creative. Am I doing anything creative? Desire to be service to the society. Am I solving some problem? That is why I said, like, whenever you are identifying problem, there itself you need to see like whatever problem you are going to undertake, whether that problem is going to resolve some issues in the society. किसी भी क्रॉस सेक्शन ऑफ सोसाइटी कोई इश्यूज आप एड्रेस कर पा रहे हो क्या? डिजायर टू गेट द रिस्पेक्टेबिलिटी, जो रिस्पेक्ट सोसाइटी से हमें मिलना चाहिए. what I am doing, what for I am doing research, you need to ask this question to yourself, like where, like what is the category of, like where do I fall, right? And you need to get a very systematic answer. If you are not, then you need to be very careful. And my friend, whether you love it or hate it, you need to do it. You don't have any options. क्योंकि अगर आपको यूजफुल रिसर्च करना है, if you really want to have respect from the society, you need to do it. आपको अच्छा लगता है नहीं लगता है doesn't make any difference, क्योंकि just is because there are some expectation from the society. आज आप देखिए कि why PhDs are not being respected in the society, because there was a time there, at that time everybody used to respect, golden era. But nowadays nobody is respecting. PhD बड़ा common हो गया. Why? We need to see, because we are not fulfilling expectation of our society. जब हम PhD करें, we should not get PhD just for sake of getting PhD, just for sake of getting publications. That is why I said, even if you are able to publish your data in good journal and doesn't have any societal impact, nowadays अभी तो अच्छे जर्नल societal impact नहीं रहा तो data ही publish नहीं करेंगे. But still, like if you could find one or other journal and could publish your data but doesn't have any societal impact, I will not advise you to do that kind of research. And therefore, my friend, if you keep on doing this, I'm sure you are going to have a lot of respect in the society. And therefore, this is going to be my last slide today. What are the prerequisites for the research? I should not say you, those who are in research, they should have fertile imaginative capacity. If you really want to do something innovative, we need to have a fertile imaginative capacity. We need to have a wide educational background. Wide educational background, what does it mean? It means that, like, for example, if I'm physics research scholar, if I'm doing research in physics, I need to know the fundamental of chemistry, fundamental of life sciences, fundamental of mathematics as well. It's only having knowledge of physics is not going to serve the purpose. Proper selection of topic, because if you are committing mistake right in the beginning, again you are going to have the problem. Practical feasibility of research topic. Many a times, जैसे कि for example, कुछ बच्चे होते हैं, जैसे I still remember some fights around 10 years back. One student came to me and he said, "Sir, I'm very good in mathematics. I'm very good in mathematics. I would like to work on designing of satellite." But I said, you can work theoretically, but unless you see how the satellites are being designed, unless you get access to that kind of facilities, you will not be able to do the like impactful data, create impactful data. So practical feasibility is going to be very, very important. Only high-by topic होने से नहीं चलेगा. Then insight into subject to understand cause-effect relationship, that is also very, very important. Superficial काम हम करेंगे तो again we end up with frustration. We need to understand. That's why the fundamental issues in the beginning, truly speaking, like whenever a student comes to me in my research laboratory, I always ask student to spend 6 months just to read the fundamental of the topic, just to see like what is happening elsewhere, so that the cause-effect relationship, he will be very sound in understanding the cause-effect relationship. Knowledge of own limitations. This is also equally important, because हमें अगर हमें ही पता नहीं कि what, that is why I said we should do the SWOT analysis. Because unless we have the knowledge of our own limitations, we will not be able to proceed further. And therefore, this is very, very important. Analytical and coordinating capacity, as I have already mentioned, and availability of necessary infrastructure facility. My friend, because only 5 minutes left, so I will stop here. And so far today, I have covered only 20 slides. Rest of, because this is just an preparation of platform. I have just narrated down the what kind of the requisite one has to have to like what are the minimum requirement for creating proper foundation of research. And from tomorrow we will discuss further what are the essentials and dispensable for research, and how to do literature